Okay. So last class, what we discussed is the time complexities for different algorithms. So we are discussed the time complexity for binary search, then merge sort, then quick sort, then we come up with our finding maximal and minimal numbers and matrix, Spartan matrix we discussed in the last class. So now we're going to see one more sorting technique that is said to be topological sort. Topological sort will become under decrease and concave. What and all the algorithms previously we discussed that and all come under divide and concave method. Here topological sort, what we going to discuss now, that is come under decrease and concave technique. So decrease and concave mean by we are dividing the problem into sub problems and we are identifying the solution for that. So whatever the sub problem solution, that will give the solution for the actual problem. Okay. So the given actual problem will be subdivided, and for the sub problem we are identifying the solution so that the particular solution will give the answer for the actual problem. So let's see, we can able to apply the topological sort for a direct acyclic graph. Direct acyclic graph. So direct mean by what? From node A to node B, we are making a direction. From node B to node C, we are making a direction. So that is a directed graph. So when they are making node A to node B, a direct graph, from B to A, it's not possible. Okay. So that will be called as DAG. So here in the example graph diagram, we are having four nodes A, B, C, D. So these are the four nodes we are having in the given graph. So in this graph, A to B we are making a direction, B to D we are making a direction. The same way A to C we are making the direction, C to D we are making the direction. So when you are making the direction from A to B, from B to A it's not possible. Okay. So the same way A to C we are going, from C to A again it's not possible. So here also the same way we are making B to D and C to D. So from D it's not possible to come back to B. So because the direction is not like that, it's only towards B. Okay. So in this case you have to understand the in degree and out degree of this particular graph. So how many edges are coming towards the node, that is said to be in degree. How many nodes are going out of that particular node is said to be out degree. So in degree for A, when you are seeing in degree for A, there is no node coming towards A, so that the in degree of A is 0. When you are taking the in degree of B, we are having only one node that is coming towards B, so that we can tell the in degree of B is 1. The same way, the in degree of C, that is only 1 because one node is come towards C, so that the in degree of C is 1. Can you tell me the in degree of D, students? What is the in degree of D?
2.
What is it?
2.
2. Very good. What is the out degree of D?
0.
What is the
0.
out degree of 0? Very good. So the in degree of D is 2 because two nodes are coming towards D. When you are seeing the out degree of D, there is nothing going out of D, so that we can tell the out degree of D is 0. So this is what the understanding you should have before going to this topological sort. So direct acyclic graph will be used for this topological sort, and it is represented as DAG. Okay. So this particular sorting will be taken as linear ordering of vertices. So every direct edge, whatever the direct edge you are having, that will be go from U and V, whatever the two nodes we are having, if it is considered as U and V, from U we are going to V, then we are just making the out degree vertices will come before the in degree vertices. That is mean by the U will come before V. Okay. So if you are making A, that will go to B, then we have to make A first, then only we have to write B. Okay. So this is the first rule when you are going for topological sort. Okay. We should not write B first and then A, because A only going to B. B is not going to A. On that case, you have to write A, then you have to write B while you are identifying the solution. Okay. So let's move further. We are having two graphs here. You can able to see we are having two graphs. Both graphs are same graphs only. Okay. For understanding purpose, I made two graphs. One graph represents the nodes in alphabets. Second graph represents the nodes in numbers. Okay. So both will give the same results only. For understanding purpose, I made in alphabets as well as numerics. Okay. So let's see how many nodes in the first graph having no in degree. How many nodes in first graph have no in degree? Can you tell me, students? No in degree nodes.
2, sir.
What are all the nodes? F and E. Okay. F and E are the nodes which doesn't have any in degree. Okay. So when you are checking this particular graph, it's same. When you are going for this particular graph, we can tell 5 and 4 are not having in degree. Okay. So 0 or no in degree vertices are said to be 5 and 4. In this particular graph, that is said to be F and E that we are writing here. Okay. So next one, 1 degree vertices. 1 degree vertices, what we can tell, which and all nodes having 1 degree, mean by the particular vertices that will towards the particular node, but there is only 1 degree. So how many nodes having 1 degree? In the first graph, can you tell me? How many nodes having 1 degree?
D, sir.
A. A is 1 degree. Any other?
D also, sir.
D also 1 degree. Very good. So A having only 1 degree and D having only 1 degree. When you are taking C, it's having 2 degree. Okay, when you are taking E, that is not having any degree, that only we mentioned in the previous step. When you are taking B, it also having 2 degree. So that the remaining answer is A and D. The same way here in the second graph, 0 and 3 are having 1 degree. Okay, 0 and 3 are having 1 degree. So that we can write 0, 3, A, D. Okay. So next, 0 out degree vertices. 0 out degree vertices. Which and all having 0 out degree vertices? 0 out degree. From that particular node, there is no further edge will go out. Okay. So 0 out degree vertices. C and B are the 0 out degree vertices. Very good. So from C, we are not having any vertices that will go out because all the vertices are in degree vertices. When you are taking B, the 2 vertices we are having, both vertices are in degree vertices. There is no out degree vertices. So C and B, we can tell no out degree vertices. So we are writing B and C or C and B. So here in this numeric graph diagram, 1 and 2 are the 0 or no out degree vertices. Okay. So from this, how they are mentioning the solution, how they are mentioning the solution is, first we have to write no in degree vertices or 0 in degree vertices will come at first. So we can write 5, 4. 5, 4 or 4 comma 5. Any combination you can write. So 5 comma 4 will come at first. So this is said to be the first solution. Next solution, 1 in degree vertices we are having, no, that is 0 comma 3. That will become to the next. So 0 comma 3 will come to the next. That is 1 degree vertices. 1 degree vertices. Then the third one, what we have is no out degree. That is said to be 1 comma 2 we are having, no, that will come as last. So 1 comma 2 we are making. The solution for the second graph will be represented in two ways. That is said to be 5, 4, 0, 3, 1, 2. So you can put in ulta. So 4 will come at first and 5 will go second. So that it can be written as 4 comma 5, 0 comma 3, 1 comma 2. These are the solution we may get while you are dealing with this particular graph. When you are writing for this particular graph, the graph 1, can you tell me how the solution can be written? We wrote the solution for graph 2 here. Can you tell me the solution for graph 1? What is the solution we can get for graph 1?
FEADBC.
FEADBC. Another solution?
EFADBC.
EFADBC. Very good. So according to that, same, we are having the solution for graph 1, FEADBC. So 0 in degree vertices that are said to be FE, that will come first. 1 in degree vertices that are said to be A comma D, that will come next. And 0 out degree vertices that are said to be B comma C, that will become in the last. So when you are putting in another way, E will become at first and F will go second. So EFADBC will be the second solution. So the topological sorting, we are having different solutions. So these are the way you can represent. So this is the general way they are showing the solution. Now we have to see how the sorting will work out. Okay. So as of now, we discussed what is directed graph, what is non-cycle graph. Cyclic graph and non-cyclic graph will be different. Cyclic graph mean by wherever we are starting, it will just reach the starting node again. Non-cyclic graph mean by it will not reach again. So with use of cyclic graph, we are not able to perform the topological sort. With use of direct acyclic graph only, we can able to perform the topological sort. So let's move further. So listen this carefully. So we are having a graph like this: A, F, D, C, E, B. Okay. Initially, our visited nodes, all the visited nodes will be F only. All the visited nodes will be false only. Okay. So what are the nodes we are having? We are having A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. The positions will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So totally 6 nodes are there. Totally 6 nodes so that we can write as 0 to 5. So initially all will be F. F mean by false. Whether the node is visited or not, we have to check. Initially it will be false only. We are not visited initially, so that it will be false. Whenever you are visiting the particular node, we are making us true. We are cancelling the false and we are making true whenever you are visiting the particular thing. The simple algorithm for this topological sort can be written as I is equal to 0 to n. So I is equal to 0 to n mean by it will be start from the 0th position until the n position. And if it is visited is equal to false, if visited is equal to false means if the node is not visited, then we can able to call the DFS, depth first search concept. So you can call this method. Otherwise, what we have to do, we have to do the backtracking and we have to try to reach the unvisited node. When you are doing the forward pass, we are identified only the visited nodes, and furthermore, we are not able to move on. On that case, we have to do the backtracking and we have to reach the previous node. Okay. and then we have to try to reach whether the node is unvisited or visited. We have to reach only the unvisited nodes. Okay. So here we have to create a stack. Stack will be initially empty. There is no values in the stack. We have to fill it one by one. That I will explain you. Listen carefully. So in this given graph, whatever the graph you are seeing, we have to start from this particular node. We are starting from this particular node A. Okay. So this is the initial visit we are doing. So when you are starting with A, what we have to do? We have to check whether it is visited or not. Initially, it will be F only. When you are going and checking for A, initially that node was not visited, so it will be F only. So what we have to do? We have to cancel this F and we have to put T. So A we are visited now. So after visiting A, what we have to do? We have to move further. So we are going to the next node. We have two nodes actually, D and C. According to the alphabetical order, after A, C will come. Okay, B is not there. Only we are having D and C. When you are reaching A, from A we can able to reach two nodes. That is, it will be C and D. Okay, among these two nodes, in the alphabetical order, we are having node C. So that we are going to the node C. Okay. So after reaching node C, we are checking whether it is visited or not. It's not visited because it's F. Initially, it's F only. So we are cancelling the F and we are putting T. After visiting C, whether we can able to go further, we are checking. It's not possible to go further because from C, there is no out degree node. There is no out degree from C. We are having only 3 in degrees. So in this case, what we are doing is we have to do backtracking. Backtracking mean by what? Wherever we came from, that node we have to go back. So that is it to be backtracking. So we are doing backtracking here, whatever you are seeing the dot symbol. So BT we are doing and we are reaching the A again. When you are doing backtracking, the node what we visited, that node has to be removed and it has to be put in the stack. So we are putting C here. Students are able to understand the point what I am discussing with you. So we are doing the backtracking here and we are reaching the node A. When you are reaching node A, whatever the node we visited last, that has to be removed and that node has to be put in the stack. So stack first element is C. Now we have to start our next visit. So already when from A, the 2 out degrees we are having, that is to be C and D. C already visited. Then we have to go for D. Okay. So we are going to D. Now from D, we are checking whether we have out degree. Whether we have out degree from D. Can you tell me, students? Whether we have out degree from D? D out degree, which node it's reaching actually? From D,
B.
where we can able to go? We can able to go to D. Okay. So we are visiting B now. So after visiting B, we are checking whether B having out degree. Whether B having out degree, students? From B, we have out degree or not?
No, sir.
No out degree. Okay. B is having only 2 in degrees. So that we have to go, we have to do the backtracking. We have to go to the previous node where we came from. So when you are going back, what we have to do? We have to delete this particular node. So this node has to be removed and it has to be put in the stack. So first node what we put is C, that we are removed from the backtracking. Now the second node what we are removing, that is B, that is put in the stack. Okay. Now in the backtracking we are visiting D. Okay. Now from D, already we visited B. So now from D, what we have to check? Whether we can able to go to any other node, we have to check. Is it possible to go to any other node from D? Apart
No,
from
sir.
D?
No, sir.
No. Apart from B, any other node we can able to go from D? Nothing. Because D having only one out degree, that will reach only B. There is no node, no out degree we are having from D. So that what we are doing, again we are doing the backtracking. So again we are doing the backtracking. Where we will go to A. Okay. So when you are going to A, we have to remove the D. So D will come as a next value in the stack. So C, B and D we are having. So we are removing the D. So it will put in the stack and we are reaching the A through backtracking. Now we are in the node A. Okay. Now we are checking whether we can able to go anywhere apart from D and C. Apart from D and C, is it possible to go anywhere else, students, from node A? From node A, is it possible to visit any other node apart from C and D? Because C and D already we visited.
No, sir.
No, there is no node we can able to visit apart from C and D. So that what we have to do, we have to remove A. Okay, so what happens actually? So A will come as a next node here. After D, A will come here. Okay. Now what we have to do? We have to increase our iterations. So I is equal to 0, 0 is visited. Then I is equal to 1, 1 is visited. I is equal to 2, 2 is also visited. I is equal to 3, 3 is also visited. So A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, all these 4 nodes are visited. Which and all the nodes unvisited here? When you are considering these 4 nodes, we are having 2 nodes now. What and all the nodes we are not visited in this given graph? What and all the nodes we are not visited in this given graph apart from these 4 nodes? Can you tell me, students?
E and F.
E and F. E and F are not visited. So we have to increase our for loop count. When for loop goes to 4, it will go here and it will check whether the E is visited or not. E is not visited, so that we have to make it as true. So C, B, D, A will come after A, E we have to write. So why we are writing E? From E, we have to check which node we can able to go. So when you are going to E, we are going directly. Okay. Through iteration, we are going to E directly. When you are going to E, from E, we can able to go anywhere. How many out degree E is having? How many out degree E is having?
2, sir.
2 out degree E is having. So which and all nodes it visiting actually from E, where and all we can able to go? C and B. C and B are visited nodes or non-visited nodes? C and B are visited nodes or non-visited nodes?
Visited nodes.
Visited nodes. So it's not possible to go there. So that we have to remove this E. So E will be removed and put above A. So E will come here. So next iteration, we can move further. So I value will be incremented to 5. So when it is 5, we are checking 5 is F. F is not visited. So we are making visited and we are going to F. From F, how many out degree we are having? From F, how many out degree we are having? Can you tell me, students? 2 out degrees. Very good. 2 out degrees we are having. That is said to be A and C. A and C are visited or not visited? A and C nodes are visited or not visited? It's already visited. A and C are visited nodes. So it's not possible to go to A and C. So that we have to remove F. So F will come at the top. Okay. So F will come at top. So how you will represent the stack? Stack will be removed from the top, no? So F will come at first, E will come at second, then third one is A. That is we missed actually. A will come as third, D will come as fourth, B will come as sixth. B will come as fifth, and C will go as sixth. So F, E, A, D, B, C is the answer for this particular DFS with stack. Okay, so you can see the result here. So here the A's are missed here, as I told, because I wrote from the stack what I have. So here the missed one is F, E, A, D, B, C. F, E, A, D, B, C is the result of the given particular graph. Okay. Did you understand this topological chart, students? Any doubts in this? Topological chart is very important thing. So decrease and contour, we are having only topological chart in your syllabus. Any doubts in this? So how we are visiting, how we are doing backtracking, how we are removing the node. This understanding you should have properly. Okay. Let's go further. Let's see this particular question. Given books with their prerequisite courses, find the order of taking the course to cover all the course. So find the order of taking the course to cover all the course. So this is what we have to do. So here we are starting from 0 in degree. So 0 in degree, how many nodes we are having 0 in degree? 0 in degree, how many nodes we are having? In this given graph, 0 in degree. Can you tell me, students?
1, sir.
What the node? What is the number of the node?
0.
0. So this node having 0 in degree, so that will be taken as first. So course 0 we have to study first because it doesn't have any prerequisite subject. Okay. If you want to learn 0, that nothing should be learned before. Without any prerequisite, you can learn this 0 subject. When you are going for 2 and 1, you should know 0. Without knowing 0, it's not possible to study 2 and 1 book. Okay. The same way, when you are going for 3 and 4, before studying 3 and 4, you should learn the book 1 and 2. When you are learning the book 5, before learning this book 5, you should learn 3 and 4 book. So that's what the graph represents. So first we are taking 0 in degree, so that 0 will come. Next to that, we are going for 1 in degree. So 1 in degree we are having 2 and 1. The same way 3 and 4 we are having. So you can write in the order 1 and 2 we are writing. Then we are writing 3 and 4 because these nodes are having 1 in degree. Okay. At last we are going for 0 out degree. 0 out degree we are having 5. 5 will come at last. Every time 5 will come at last. Okay. So this is the way we are identifying the solution for the given graph. So given direct acyclic graph, the solution is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I told in the starting, we are not able to use cyclic graph for our topological sorting. If you use a cyclic graph, we are not able to get the solution. What is the reason beyond that? I will explain with use of this cyclic graph. Let's consider I am having 4 courses, 0, 1, 2, 3. For learning course 0, which course I have to learn? Course 1. Am I correct? For learning course 0, I have to learn course 1. For learning course 1, I have to learn course 3. Okay. For learning course 1, I have to learn course 3. For learning course 3, again I have to learn course 2. So for learning course 2, I have to learn again course 0. So you will not able to find any solution in this given cyclic graph. For that reason only we are telling we are not able to apply topological sort in a cyclic graph. Okay, cyclic graph will go again and again to the initial node, so that identifying the solution through topological chart for cyclic graph is not possible. So that we are concluding cyclic graph is not possible to identify the topological chart. Okay. So what we discussed from here, I hope you understand properly. So topological chart is very important. It's only graph technique we are having in decrease and conquer method. So decrease and conquer, until now, what we discussed is divide and conquer. Decrease and conquer, we are having only topological chart.